Our focus today is on architects as action and thought leaders, and as Robert Avi said a few minutes ago, we're going to focus on the future. There are few people who are having as big an impact as my first guest. Born and raised in Damascus, Syria, she moved to the U.S. in 2009 to earn her master's in sustainable architecture at the University of Buffalo. While in Buffalo, she began volunteering to help new immigrants and refugees. This changed her life. Today, she is an architectural designer at AE7, working on international mixed-use developments and medical offices and more. And she's the founder and CEO of the nonprofit Build a Bridge, or BAB Foundation, which connects refugee and new immigrant families with locals who can offer resources and support. BAB's goal is to make the immigrants' transition to life in the U.S. as seamless as possible. Please welcome Ayla Abiad. So tell me about this moment that you were in Buffalo and you started volunteering.
This is very exciting, everyone. This is like surreal. I'm very, very happy to be here, to be with you. The greatest gathering of architects in the United States. This is mind-blowing. I'm very, very happy.
We're excited to have you here, so thanks for coming.
So in 2009, I came to do my master's in sustainable architecture in Buffalo. When the revolution started in Syria, I was handcuffed. I didn't know what to do. And I believe in 2014, when also on the news, I heard that the first Syrian family is getting resettled in Buffalo, and I was like, okay, that's my chance to do something. So I went and gave away my business card, and I told them, okay, my name is Ayla, call me if you need anything. And before I know it, I would receive like 240 text messages asking all kinds of questions, small things that we all take for granted. Like, how can I apply for a job or for a school? How can I obtain a driver license? How can I open a bank account? Can you change this doctor's schedule for me? And I couldn't do it all by myself. I used Facebook, social media, started delegating work to people. And before I know it, we were able to build a great team of people from the community in Buffalo. And I needed to organize this. So I would ask for a cup of coffee, and I would receive a container filled of kitchen equipment. I had to rent a storage. I was receiving donations. I told you the story about the laptop. I would, ask for a laptop, and I would receive like 18 MacBooks. And I don't know what to do with them. So I needed to organize the effort to magnify the impact. And this is where I contacted a lawyer. Mm-hmm. And I told him the story, and he volunteered his time. And when I go to the tax person, I don't know what do you call him in English?
I don't know.
Person. The
tax person?
Tax
attorney?
Does your taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Or accountant.
And he would volunteer his time. So we created this platform, and we called it BAB, or Build a Bridge, which is a platform that links immigrants and refugees with the locals, Americans that can help with small things. And this is where it actually started, it all started like that.
And what does BAB mean?
Bab in Arabic means door.
What's the significance of that?
And since I came to the United States, there was a lot of doors that were opened for me. I stumbled upon great people. My professors at University of Buffalo, probably Dean Shibley's here somewhere. My supervisors at Wendell, they opened doors for me. They sponsored my green card, and they took me in. And I really needed to build bridges between the community and between the new comers, because I felt like there is a lot of preconceived ideas about people from the Middle East or people from different colors or minorities, and I felt like as an architect we are problem solvers, right? Mm-hmm. Right? I felt like I really can do this. I can build bridges and open doors.
So. When it started out as like matching people on social media and Facebook, and now it's developed into sort of its own platform. Can you describe how the BAB platform works?
So we started by creating a website. The website is very simple. You go and visit the website. You fill up a volunteer form or a refugee form, and it's simple boxes that you can click. A driver license, school application, job application, other donations. You can sponsor a family, you can donate, and you can list your location and the time frame, and I match you. And the process started manually. I literally had an Excel sheet with like X's where people are and where refugees are, and I would just use that. But I really wanted to take it one step further. This is where we teamed up with the School of Engineering at UB. So we gathered a team of designers, engineers, and IT people that can do a mobile app. So the vision was, I mean, can you picture like having a food mixer and just put Facebook, Tinder, Skype, Google Translate? The vision is to have this mobile app where you can be sitting on your couch at home and browse and see who needs help in your neighborhood. It doesn't have to be an immigrant or a refugee family, but based on your timeline, you can actually provide help. And that was the vision. It's just a two-way thing. It's not only to help immigrants and refugees, but to help changing the preconceived ideas and notions that people have about immigrants and refugees. We can provide this one-to-one person connection that can really help break the preconceived ideas about immigrants.
And so what are some of those preconceived notions? Like, what have you seen that
well,
people
I don't
stand
know
for?
if, I don't know, it can be as simple as like, if you hear that there is someone from Syria, you probably don't picture me. And it's because of the bits and pieces of information we receive on the news. I mean, it's true, but it's not the entire truth. We all have preconceived ideas. I had preconceived ideas before coming to the United States about what America can be. Seeing the American flag for me was a little bit scary because this is what I've been watching the news in the Middle East, and it doesn't show like what I saw when I came here,
right.
and when I interacted with people on a human level. And I think just by linking people, connecting them, and just creating those personal relationships can really break the preconceived notions.
What is, I mean, there's probably no typical refugee experience, but what the type of experience is when people arrive, like what their housing situation is, what their life is like when they arrive.
So we just spoke about preconceived ideas, and immigrants and refugees, they have preconceived ideas what America looks like. And unfortunately, and I don't know if it's unfortunately or not, honestly, but naturally, they get resettled in declining cities and declining neighborhoods. And they have this expectation of like coming to a nice house with a nice backyard, grass and trees and things like that. But it's not the reality. They get resettled in abandoned neighborhoods. They reoccupy abandoned homes and they fix them, and they help rebuild the urban fabric, and they help create local businesses. But it's a tough transition. Those refugees have lost beautiful homes, and they didn't do anything wrong. They went through a very rough process of vetting. So coming here, they would expect something, and they would, I don't know if we have the picture.
Yeah, do we have a picture here that Ayla took?
So they they really occupy abandoned buildings, and it can be frustrating for them because this is not what they expected.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, as architects, we are trained to be problem solvers, right? We're trained to be able to coordinate and orchestrate the effort between different entities. And we have this problem. First of all, we should be aware of this problem. This is something that we can do something about, I believe, as architects. Can we, we're trained to get the best out of the teams that we work with. contractors, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, and we can orchestrate the process. But how can we actually, as a team, look at this room, this is a huge team of people, but can we brainstorm a program? Can it be a physical place? Can we build a physical arrival point? I mean, we keep hearing about arrival cities, sanctuaries, but can it be an actual a pilot project? Can we put a program together of what this space looks like? What do they need? How can we help them integrate? And how can we help, set the base of their expectations? Can it be a group of homes? Can it be a castle? I don't have the answer, but we can brainstorm together something. We can work with companies like Airbnb or IKEA. We can get funds from the U.S. government or the United Nations. It can be, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that there's something that can be done in that. On that issue, but it's just a matter of time and how can we just work together to do something about it.
Well, I mean, you have a great group of allies right here. So, Ayla Abiad, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.